Well, g'day people. As you can see from the sign, we're going up to Warwick Road and we're going to have a look at two work sites up here and the detours that go around them. I've already covered this in part one. This is part two, where I'm going to have a close look at all the signage they've got out, and I'm going to have a good hunt for any maps that they might have put up to show us how to get through this thing. So we can see a whole bunch of fencing up ahead where the principal shared path is blocked off. Nice little project by the look of it. It's going to improve things. But let's examine the detour. So there's a sign on the fence saying 1300 temp fencing. Great. There's no maps on the fence as far as the eye can see. I'm just going to go up here just a little bit. See, the only signage that's visible on any of these, this fencing is for the hire and sales company that does the fencing. I haven't seen a single scrap of detour signage yet anywhere. There's a 30 km/h sign over there. End road works up here. Okay. I'm just going to go back and have a look in this direction slowly. So Transperth parking, great. If you're driving and you want to know where to put your car, go that way, that's fine. If I want to use the bike path, where the hell am I going? Am I going straight ahead up this road? Am I going that way? No clue. Absolutely no clue. So I'm going to do what you'd think would be the logical thing, and I'm going to follow the path. And in the moment it's got that aroma of diesel or whatever it is that they put down. Once they put down the layer of sandstone and crush it, they put some kind of oily stuff over it. It smells like diesel. Before they then put the bitumen cap over the top of it. No idea why they do it, but I've seen it done elsewhere. So I guess they're just redoing sections of the path. They've dug up bits of it, but not all of it. Anyway, I should be on the lookout for signage, shouldn't I? Okay, end road work. All right, that's nice. Let's just go look from the other perspective. We get to this fence. At least, okay, I know the logical thing would be to follow that, but wouldn't you at least have a sign up saying, yeah, cyclists keep going that way? Now, Malag Place, I recognise that name. I should be turning left here for the detour. No signage. Let me just slowly do a lap of this corner to give you a clear clear view of the signage or lack thereof. Road work, good. Drive slowly, good. Drive slowly. 3 signs. That's it. No detour signage anywhere in the lead up to it or on this corner. Now, we come up to the next intersection. Oh, hang on. Is this an intersection or is this a no-through road? Well, you know what? I don't think I should be riding through here, should I? Because I can't. So, let's go back down here and have a look for the detour signage. Because there should have been something down here pointing me straight on. And if this is not the route that I'm supposed to be on, where am I supposed to be? All right, let's go a bit further down. Let's try the next intersection. Bucky. Okay, I cannot see anything here either. 0. Is this where I'm supposed to be? I don't know, is this another dead-end street? Tell you what, it looks like it. Why don't they have signs anywhere that say they're dead-end streets? That's a bit bizarre. You know, this is so hopeless. I might have to resort to the map in a minute, but I think, if I didn't have the luxury of a phone with a map on it, etc., where would I be going? Okay, Paisley. Oh, that one says no through road. Okay, that's cool. So I know I'm not taking that one. Let's go a bit further up. I'm still not seeing any signage whatsoever. That's Flannan. Nothing there. Carluke. Having a good look. Well, I can see a sign over there to vote for somebody, but as of yet, no detour signage. Have I completely missed something? You know what? I'm going to have to just stop for a minute and pull up the map on my phone and see where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Well, this is where it gets interesting. It looks like, from looking at the map, back at Malag Place, which is the first dead-end street that I went up, it looks like there's a little bike path or shared path at the end of it that goes up to Warwick Road. And I'm guessing I just completely failed to see it. And obviously there's no signage there telling me that that's where I should have been going. Well, let's go back and have a closer look, because I think we've just wasted 5 minutes of everybody's time. Okay, now that I know what to look for, I can actually see what looks like a little, I can now see some loops, what do you call them? Some barriers, not bollards, at the end of the street. There's no signage there. At the very least, I'd expect there to be a cyclist sign on that with an arrow going, straight ahead. Oh, it's these stupid, very narrow ones. Oh yeah, I managed to get through without unclipping. Okay, no signage at the top here. Now, okay. There's no signage going back the other way. Now, I'm pretty sure what I'm supposed to do here is cross over at the lights. Look, we've got some nice fencing here. You could put a map there. You could put signage saying go that way. It's nothing. I mean, it's a nice concrete path here, but looks like this is part of the works that they're doing. And if you look down there, sorry, it's probably not a great view. I mean, that's going to be a great path when it opens up. There's no doubt about it. Look at this huge concrete thing. I mean, you have to be careful. You don't have buses and trucks driving in there by mistake thinking it's a freeway on-ramp. But I'm looking around the intersection here. All I can see is the sign there in the middle that says use other footpath. That's it. On the other side of the road, there's a big Sustainable Australia Party Vote 1 sign. That is the, oh, hang on. Over there, lying probably face down in the dirt, it looks like there's a sign of some sort. And I'm not going over to have a look. Oh, look, face down in the middle of the island there with a cone on top. There's a sign. Don't know what that says, but it's doing absolutely nothing useful. So if I have a really good look around, I can't see anything. And I shouldn't have to have a good look around. I should just glance and I should see the signage I'm supposed to be looking at. Right over there we can see the other bit of works that's going on the other side of the fence. Again, it looks like a great path under construction, no doubt about it. But why are there no signs on the fence? There's no maps. Again, at the very least, what I'd expect would be a sign pointing me to the right, telling me to go on the footpath. Now, on the other side there, to the right of that Sustainable Australia How to Vote call flute, there is in fact a sign there with its back to me. Not doing much use at all. And when I'm looking to my right from here, while I was sitting there at the lights, well, they could have pushed that fence back a little bit. Okay, so back end of a sign. Where this cone is, there's a sign. Oh, look at this. And that's it. That's all the directional signage we've got to go with. So who's inspecting the signage? You know, it should be looked at least on a daily basis to tell you where to go. From here, I could be going straight ahead, There's no footpath, so obviously I've got to get out on the road here and go this way. And that is what I shall do. And I'm looking real hard, and I'm not seeing any signage. Should I be turning right at Thornhill? Should I be going straight ahead? I don't know with these streets, because this is like a kind of Canberra suburban layout where it's not a grid, where it's all kind of straightforward. Bends around and there's dead ends and there's all sorts of, weird things. Should I be going left here on Cooper, or should I be going straight ahead? Okay, it's blocked off down there as well. What's the next one? Forres. Still no signage anywhere to be seen. Okay, we get up to an intersection here, looking for signage. Okay, so there's a sign here. Look at that. That's it. It's not doing me much use at all. Let's just do a full check of the intersection to make sure I'm not completely blind. And as you can see, signage count 0. 0. Okay. We continue on. Now, roadwork ahead. Okay, that's good. We've got Iliari. Yeah, fine. Should I be turning right? Now, there is in fact a sign over there. Again, I've got my back to it. Let's just roll down here and see what's at the bottom here. This is going to be it's a Catholic primary school there. This will be a good way for the kids to get to school once this is complete. So let's look around the fence here. No maps, no directional signage, no detour, no information, no nothing. Okay, let's go back up to Iliari and check it out. So, and roadwork signs. Oh, that's good. I mean, in a dead end like that, I don't know if it's that much use. Oh, maybe for parents coming out of the school car park, perhaps. But nothing. Okay. So there's nothing on this corner to tell me that I should have turned here. Again, there's another election call flip, vote 1 Greens. There's a lot more election signage up than detour directional signage. Okay. Verticordia. No through road to my right. No signage. Again, there's the back end of a sign here, but nothing to point me in this direction. What is it? Is there no detour going this way or what? I mean, is it a bi-directional detour or unidirectional? Maybe they just don't think anyone's ever going to ride this way, so there's no point in having any signage. That's all I can think of, but I know going the other way just how sparse the signage was and how hard it was to work out where to go. Okay, again, at each of these intersections, I would expect to see a straight ahead cyclist sign saying you're on the right path by going this way. Okay, we're fine. Okay, end road work. We're now at Gilmerton Way. Okay, again, there's no signage here whatsoever. There's the back end of a sign here. That's it. Nicely resurfaced bit of road. Right, we're coming up to Kilrenny. Nothing here. There's a sign over there on the other side. Again, not doing anything. Now here's this nice fence line. No maps, no nothing. All right, so like heaps of signs there for drivers. End road work, all that kind of stuff. Oh, look up here. Let's just go up and have a look at this. So I don't know what they're doing up here on the side of the road, but they've got a whole pile of cones out marking off half the lane. I wonder if this is a different company doing this work up here and they just have a completely different approach to handling traffic management, because they've put out a goodly amount of cones, I've got to say. It's very, very clear where they want us to go. Oh, they're working on the poles. Must be electrical work. Western Workforce, fleet hire. All right. All right. That's a mob called Highways Traffic, doing the traffic control there. I guess they haven't commissioned these lights yet, and that's what those guys are doing. They seem to have lots of stripped wires there, and they're doing bits and pieces. Okay, 1300 sight cam. So right, okay, they've got googly eyes on the path here to see what you're doing. Let's go back and have a look at this. There's no advance warning signage there here, but there is in fact a bloke over there doing traffic control, so that's all right. Lots of signs. G'day. Now they're probably only going to be there a couple of hours, maybe the whole day. They have done a better job of setting up temporary traffic management than these two projects up here, which have probably been here for months. All right, coming from this direction, pretty reasonable amount of signage, I've got to say. Look, I would have put up Hessian across the fence there like they did down at the Borloo Bridge project, so you can see that at night that it's closed off. I know it might seem stupid, but you got to make it really obvious. So path closed, pedestrians, okay. 90% plus of the people on this path are cyclists, so therefore you should probably have signage which talks about cyclists. Looking at the fence here, again, no map, no information. There's a bit of information on the Main Roads website, but it's pretty damn scanty. Okay, coming from this direction, we've got our pedestrian sign. I'm just going to take a photo, I think, of each sign, or maybe a video of each corner, so you can just see what they've got up. So it's just the one pedestrian sign, no mention of cyclists, and no signage over there on that curb, or over there under that power pole, which would probably make sense. It might be a local, might know where he's going. Now, on a long detour like this, where it's a long way between intersections, I would also expect some intermediate signs just to let you know you're heading in the right direction. So even along here, kind of at the midpoint, especially something visible from back there at the corner, I'd have some signage here somewhere, just pointing straight ahead with a cyclist symbol on it, just to give you some comfort that you're in fact heading in the right direction. Right, what's the first thing you notice from here? That sign is blocking signage behind it. What that means is I don't think anyone's bothered to ride the route and check the signage. And again, that sign up there, I would have made that a pedestrian / cyclist sign. Probably would have put one over on that corner as well. And then thought, about putting one over there on the grass to make it just super obvious that's where the detour goes. So my general take is you want to make this stuff really, really obvious. And if I counted up the number of roadwork signs and roadwork, slow down, I'm sure they would greatly outnumber the pedestrian detour signage. probably by a wide margin. So if you're going to put up lots of those signs, why not put up lots of detour as well? Now, again, along here, I could have turned left there, I could have turned right. It'd be nice to have some straight-on signage just to give me some comfort that I'm going in the right direction and that I shouldn't have turned off somewhere along here. Because remember, there's no map back there. At worst, I could have stopped and taken a photo of the map if there was one on the fence. But there's nothing. All right, coming up to this one. Again, you can see there's the pedestrian sign over there. Nothing on this side. Now, I would expect from here to be able to see where I'm going, and now there's a pedestrian sign that's peeked out. Again, there's only one on this intersection. That's it. Signage over there for Jessica Stajowski is a heck of a lot more visible than all the detour signage. Right, there's another sign over there on the right. Why put it on the right hand side? Why not put it on the left as well? Why not go with overkill? There's nothing wrong with overkill. And this is where things get interesting. Now I'm just going to pull over here and stop, and I'm going to film the whole corner just to make it really clear that there is now zero signage here. Whoop. In fact, the for sale sign over there is more visible. Nothing. No signage, nothing, nowhere. If you can see any, let me know. Well, it kind of begs the question, where am I supposed to be going here? Okay, I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to turn right onto here. I guess that's the obvious thing to do. At least then I can see these cars speeding towards me. I hope none of them are going to be turning left down that slip lane, because that would be pretty deadly. Okay, there's the sign on its face, doing absolutely nothing. And then we get to here, and there's again no signage whatsoever telling you where to go. No maps. And looking from here, no sign. Well, sign over there on its face. That's useless. There's nothing. There's some rubbish in the middle of that island, but nothing useful. And if there was any signage on the island over there, it'd now be hidden behind the cars waiting at the red light. All right. Yeah, pedestrians, watch your step. Okay. Where are we going though? That's the issue. I suspect somehow that when they open this path, there's going to be quite a large number of cyclists jumping those red lights, because that's a ridiculous wait. Okay, from here, signage, is there any? I know I've got to go through that gap in the fence there. Nothing. Right, let's pull the trusty camera out. Now there's a sign over there that's face down on the ground. I might actually go and have a look at that, but I don't think it's of much use over here, given we've got to go down that gap, and there's not even anything along the fence here. Nothing whatsoever. No signage coming from the other direction either. All right, let's go out in the sand pit, have a look at what's out here. Hopefully there's no bindies out here. Oh, it's a, well, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's got a no turn sign there. Oh look, there's another one face down up there as well. Still of absolutely zero use to cyclists. Look at this. Behold this amazing little cut through here. Oh yeah, don't whack yourself on the star pickets either when you come through here. And we have this stupid little barrier here. Good luck getting through that on a cargo bike or with a trailer. Wonder if anybody did anybody bother to test that? You'd think we're on the home stretch here. We come up to this corner here. Not seeing any signage anywhere. I'm gonna pull over here. Where am I gonna pull over? See, again, nothing. So we do our little view. There's nothing here on the grass. There's nothing on the other side. There is a sign over there. A couple of signs edge onto us, but they're of no use. Nothing here on the grass either. We look back up the other way. Zilch. Now over there though, you can see the fence where the path is behind it, and I can smell it again. As far as directional signage goes, it's zero. Now this is where it gets interesting, because I am not exactly sure where the heck we're supposed to go when we get to the bottom here. Do I cut through the car park there, or do I continue on around here? I can't remember actually. Do I stop and consult the map, or what do I do? Because that car park, I've got to say, is a very unfriendly place for cyclists. Really didn't enjoy going through there at all, and when I went through the other day, I actually got sworn at by a pedestrian who didn't like me riding through there, even though I was going very slowly and trying to work out where the heck I was. She's still quite aggressive. Well, that's an absolute dead end. There's nothing around here, so I'm guessing I am definitely in the wrong place. And I think I've got myself lost again, the third time in a couple of days. I'm really good at this. Right, there's Moffat. Again, there's more candidate signage up for the election than there is useful signage for these detours. Fellgate, I think I'm definitely going in the wrong direction. I shouldn't be going. Oh, hang on. There's a little path through here. Let's see where this takes me. Right, I really am in the land of I don't know where the hell I am now. All right, well, I've popped out on a path. That's really good. Looks like quite a nice path. I have no idea this existed. It's just one problem, it's not where I want to be. So let's just go up here to Warwick Station and see if I can figure this out, because somewhere or another, somehow, I want to be back on the path which goes along the freeway. All right, now I came back to the onto the path. Well, that's good. Well, that was only a half-hour waste of time, and if you feel like it's a waste of time, well, you know how I feel now, because that signage Like, there's nothing wrong with the detour itself, you just need to know where it goes and how to use it. That signage is appalling. Now, where does the problem lie? Well, if it's a main roads project, the question is, did main roads engage both the contractor to do the work as well as the contractor to do the traffic management? And this is where things get interesting, where responsibility lies for this kind of stuff. Who's checking it? Who's inspecting it? Who's making sure it's up to a good standard? So, let's say main roads engaged a contractor to do the work, like pull up the bitumen and relay the bitumen. And then the contractor engaged the traffic management company to do the detour. And then the traffic management company puts someone in charge of it, the supervisor, and sends them out with a couple of people to set up the detour. And they might also get someone who knows how to do traffic management planning to design the detour and get someone else to sign off on it. So you end up with this, the main roads goes, well, the project manager within main roads goes, we've appointed a professional construction company to do the work, so we'll assume they've got someone out there checking the detour works. And in fact, go back even further. You go back to the director of the department in main roads, who the project manager reports to for this, and they go, well, we assume the project manager is making sure that the detour is up to scratch, meets the Austroads guides, and has been checked and is suitable and usable for cyclists and safe. And then the project manager goes, no, we're assuming that the company that we engaged is doing all of that work. Well, the person who they engaged at that company is probably a couple of levels above the people doing the work. And so they'd go, well, I'm the director of XYZ construction company, and I've got my site supervisor out there, and I'm assuming they're taking care of all of that. And the site supervisor turns around and goes, no. Our contracts department engaged ABC traffic management company to design and implement the traffic management. I assumed they're taking care of it because they're managing that contract, not me. And the people that let that contract go, no. We assume you, as the person on site, are doing all of that because you're the site manager. And then the site manager goes to the traffic management company, and again they're going, well, I'm assuming that my site supervisor is doing the checks, making sure it's all set up properly, and most importantly, if they think there's deficiencies, they're coming back and reporting any issues to me and saying, you know what, I don't think we've got enough signage up out there. Cyclists are clearly lost and confused. Had a few of them bowling up and tell me this detour is a pile of garbage. I got people stopping and staring at the fences and asking where the maps are. So is the supervisor doing that? They go, no, that's not my job. My job is to implement the traffic management plan as provided by the traffic planner. It's their responsibility to do that. And I assume that they've checked it after it's been implemented to make sure it's all okay. Have they done that? Probably not. Anyway, and the site supervisor's going, well, I've got a checklist in place, and I'm not here every day because I've got a couple of these sites. So I tell Bill or Jane or whoever that it's their job to inspect the signage on a daily basis, make sure it's all there, it's upright, it's pointing in the right direction, and it's set up according to the plan. And do they actually come out and bother to check that they're doing the checks and they're not sitting in their utes doing a TikTok or something like that? So you've got this whole chain of responsibility through these different companies, through these different levels of management, different silos, none of them talking to each other properly. And so we end up with this mess on the ground that you've just witnessed. And really it comes back to probably senior management within Main Roads to shake up the culture and say, look, this is not acceptable. We're not producing good results on the ground here. You can tell me we're following processes and procedures. You can tell me that, you know, our contracting policies are good and all that kind of thing. But you know what? We're still churning out rubbish on a regular basis. Something's going wrong. So we need to fix this. And they need to roll that fix out down through the organisation and then out through the contractors. You know, it's a safety issue at heart, because if people are confused about where they're going, they're going to go, oh, where am I going? Where am I going? They're going to get hit by a car, they're going to crash, whatever. You don't want that happening. And, you know, if it was any other safety issue, if it was, you know, a danger of a backhoe bucket smashing into the windscreen of a passing car or something because of poor traffic management policies and etc., you know, I can be pretty sure that Main Roads and the contractors would be all over it like a rash. But for some reason, when it comes to this kind of issue affecting cyclists, it's like, meh, not even going to acknowledge it's a problem. And if we do, it's somebody else's problem. So, like I said, someone's got to kick that cultural change off, and do we have the right people in place to do that? Is there the appetite to do it? I have no idea, but I'm just going to continue to point out this garbage, and hopefully one day someone will fix it. All right, that'll do for today.